right? You go to get a job. You guys have started working on these skills, whether it's marshals at the mall. Okay, maybe you go and, for example, there's a student that used to go to North Central here named Soretti. She just got hired at Sacred Heart, I believe it is. Okay, working in the hospital. So if you get a job wherever it is out there, and you still want to get your state assistance, there's a lot of places that will work with you and not work you more than 20 hours a week to make sure you're still getting both. So 20 hours a week is a limit you can work and still get, okay, that state assistance check, right? So if you have $9 times 20 bucks or 20 hours you're working that week, who's got a calculator again? Let's get one. So right now, if we want to find out how much money we're going to make from our job, and we're working 20 hours a week, okay, what are we going to times that by? Multiply it by what? 919, very good.
So like 183.
What is it?
100. Oh my gosh.
$183.80.
100. So for 20 hours, we're going to have $183.20?
Yeah. 80 cents, sorry.
80 cents.
Yes. Normally you get paid every 2 weeks if you're working a minimum wage job.
So how many weeks are there roughly in a month? 4, right? So we wrote that down. So this is what you would make every week working 20 hours, 183. Those 4 weeks in a month, okay, if we want to find out what we're going to make total in a month, do we need to add these two or multiply them?
Multiply.
Multiply, Haley? Okay. So Caitlin, can you again, 183.80 times those 4 weeks?
$735.20.
$735.20. Okay, so now what do we need to do to find out our total amount of money that we're going to get if we choose to work 20 hours a week and still get state assistance? Yes?
But that's not what you're going to take home.
I know. No, we're going to get to that.
Sorry.
Okay, so right now, what do we need to do to these two numbers? Maybe someone besides Haley. What do you think? Devontae? Okay, so we know this is what we're going to get by working at a job, plus the amount we're going to get from the state check. We want to see our total amount that we're gonna get. What do you think, Devontae? Do we want to add these two numbers? Do we want to subtract these two numbers? We want to add them, right? So we're going to want to go our 735 plus
1,000.
Okay. So we need to add these. Quick. What's 0 plus 0?
0.
2 plus 0?
2.
2. Bring the decimal point down. What's 5 plus 0?
5.
3 plus 0?
3.
7 plus 7?
14.
Okay, $1,435.20. Now, Mr. Hollister made a good point. Mr. Holler, I like that. Mr. Hollister said, okay, that's not what you're going to take home. What do you think he meant by 735 saying that's not what you're going to take home? Stephen?
You have to take out the cat.
Now, do we have to take it out? Or someone just automatically say, you know what, thanks for putting those hours in, I'm going to take it from you.
The state.
Oh, here.
State, federal
I
government.
have part of my pay tab where they take out stuff.
So we got right now, okay, so she recently got paid. Let's see, what did she get taken out? All right, so for example, this paycheck was $1,804. Okay, federal taxes, guess how much they took away?
No, it wasn't.
$131. Medicare, $26. Social Security, another $111. And other, just to make it fun, because we want to take a couple more bucks from you, $19.23. So that's a grand total of roughly 100, about 250, about 275.
This is what I got paid, $283.67 at the end.
So you can see the government, the state government, the federal government, okay, all these little random things that take out, whether it's to help protect the state parks, those kind of things like that. Those all come out of your checks. You never see those. So you go and you work and you have this rough math of what you're going to bring home, and automatically that number is going to be cut down. You never get to see that money, right? Tell you later, and you go through the system, and you get it when you're older. But So you have to take that into account. This 735 is probably realistically going to be 650 at this age, right? Does that sound right, you think? Okay. So this number you have to assume right now is probably going to be automatically cut down to about 650.
It's about 20% that they do.
Okay? So this number is going to be less. Okay, so now if we know this is 650, now let's find out, add these two numbers together. $650 you're going to make from your work, the $700 you're going to get from assistance. Okay? What do we need to do this time, Jessica? Add, subtract, what? Multiply? Well, now this is our new number here. Okay, so this is what we're going to make from our, this is from our job. This is from the state. All right, so do we want to add these two to find out we're actually going to have money to spend? Total amount? Yep, okay, perfect. Okay, 0 plus 0, 5 plus 0, 6 plus 7, 13, very good. So, grand total, $1,350. What's more money? Just living on state assistance, or working 20 hours a week and still getting that state assistance? Yes.
Do you have enough money now to pay for your basic monthly bills?
Yes.
How much would you have left over, Mr. Wederspahn?
How would we find that out?
Minus
Minus what from what?
the 1,169 and the 1,350 dollars.
Okay, so we're going to use the bottom half of this box to figure this out. Okay? So, she said, this is what you're making right now. 1,350 minus this magical number we said we're going to keep coming back to. $1,169. Okay, so this is how much money we'd have left over if we choose this route. So if we want to do this right now, okay, remember we have to borrow from the 4 to make this a 10. What's 10 minus 9? 10 minus 9? 1. Okay, can you take 6 away from 4?
No.
No, so you have to borrow over here. What's 14 minus 6?
14 minus 6, 14.
Well, what's 14 minus 6? 8.
Yep.
You guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, what's 2 minus 1? 1. And what's 1 minus 1?
0.
0. So we right now will have how many dollars left over if we work and... Now what does this dollar sign, what does this mean? What's this represent? Say that louder. Say it again. How much money you're getting total, or how much money you have? Dejan says left. So at the beginning of the month, you get all your bills, you're cutting a check. Okay, rent, transportation, utilities, everything. You're done. Now for 30 days, how much money do you have to spend on whatever else you want?
$100.81.
$181, right? Okay. Now look at the sheet that we first started with. What are the last 3 things on this sheet? What do they say? Say one of them, Stephen.